Today, we're at the home of my mom, who's lived here in a 230 square foot cottage for nearly 10 years. My mom is a simple woman. She doesn't ask for a lot, was never one to care about materialistic things. In fact, her and I, we lived in a trailer park when I was 10 years old.
This is also my office.
This is your office?
Over here, see?
Where's your dishwasher?
I've never had a dishwasher in my life.
You've never had a dishwasher?
Nope.
And this is your bedroom?
Yeah, there's 15 steps from my bed into the kitchen. I count them all the time. The thing is that for all these years, I've never, ever once, not one time, not once, have I been able to have a barbecue with my family. Never been able to have any of my grandkids over, other than an hour or two, because there is just no space.
What my mom doesn't realize is that I've purchased her a house to live in, retire in, and finish out her days. And she has no idea. I bought you this house, Mom.
Is he joking?
Wow, look at me. I don't even know how this footage even exists. But this is me when I was a baby. Chubby cheeks, no coordination, could barely walk. I'm trying to eat every object in the house. And that pretty young woman right there, well, that's my mom. Her name is Janice. This is 1977. And my mom, she was just a hippie soul trying to get by while dealing with a severely ADHD kid like me. But as time passed and we grew up, we certainly didn't have a perfect relationship. She made some mistakes, did and said some things that I know she wasn't proud of, just like many of us have. Yet through all of that, I always knew how deeply she loved me, and without some of those mistakes, I wouldn't be nearly as strong as I am today. And that's why I believe in forgiveness. I have a choice to continue to hold grudges or forgive my mother and be there for her when she needs me most. Right now, my mom needs me. She lives in a tiny home and she's being evicted because they're taking that home and they're tearing it down. As her son, who's finally, after all these years of hard work, in a position to help my mom move, this feels like the right thing to do. But before that, let's take a trip to her house and see where she's been living. Today, we're in Pembroke, New Hampshire, the home of my mom, where for nearly 10 years, she's lived in a 230 square foot cottage. My mom was never one to care about materialistic things. In fact, her and I, we lived in a trailer park when I was 10 years old. And she's an amazing woman, and I want to do something extra special for her. My mom loves The Wizard of Oz. I'm surprised we didn't move to Kansas as a child. Hey, attack dog, what's up, Ma? Well, good to see you. So we're inside my mom's house where you've lived for almost 10 years now.
Yeah, pretty close to it.
200 square feet of more knickknacks than you could. You have so much stuff in here, Ma. Why don't you give us a tour of your house?
All right, this is my kitchen.
It's gonna be a quick tour.
This is my kitchen. So this is under here is where I keep my pots and pans, all my juices and stuff. This is also my office.
This is your office?
Over here, see? Then over here.
Look at these floors, Ma. What's going on with these floors?
Well, they're gonna, I think this actually, I went over that the other night and it kind of got squishy.
Where's your dishwasher?
I've never had a dishwasher in my life.
You've never had a dishwasher?
Nope. This is where I keep my food. All the good stuff, of course, see?
My favorite part, and I say this on camera to be fully transparent, my favorite thing to do was, just like many people in the 80s, we had food stamps. And my mom would bring me to go grocery shopping with food stamps. And the only thing I wanted was cereal. And that was like the only time we would get really like the high-end cereal, the name brand cereal. Like, instead of getting Fruit Loops, I used to get like, Loopy Loops. It was actually pretty embarrassing, but you got a lot of cereal. Like,
it was like everybody knew.
Is this the water park? No?
That's for my plants.
So, just to put it in perspective, my mom has used this as her kitchen for 10 years.
Yep.
She has this tiny stove. The hot water heater's in the kitchen. This is her cabinet.
Yep.
There's barely any room for the camera guy.
So if
Come in here to the grand the grand living room.
That's Peaches. Peaches! All this furniture I got for free on the side of the road, or somebody gave it to me. Everything. Look what I found by the dumpster. It's a CD player. But yeah, I've got the Ramones in there, Janis Joplin. Oh, and I had the Doors in there by mistake. It's like, ew, I'll use that for a Frisbee.
Perfect. Well, let's break on through the other side.
This is a 19. This was a 19.
There's not many houses I can touch the ceiling when I stand up, being 5'7".
There's 15 steps from my bed into the kitchen. I count them all the time because I'm OCD sometimes.
I bet you, from here, I'm counting.
15 steps.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Well, you have a bigger
5,
stride.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9 steps from one side of the house to the other.
Yeah.
Is this also your cereal? Is this the
No,
okay, it's not.
feed the birds.
Okay. Oh, is this the attic?
Yeah.
And this is your bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
My shower.
Jeez, I'm crow. How many bottles of shampoo does one human being need? Holy cow. So you have to explain, like you're being forced out, because why? What's going on?
I was evicted, although I have the paperwork why I was evicted. Nothing to do with the rent, because they're selling the place with no income. I would be at a homeless shelter because I just couldn't do it. And there is still no places. Nobody will allow me to have a little dog, which is she's my little buddy. She's my buddy. I don't know what people are doing. I don't know how they can survive. My anxiety, like, so high, and I'm afraid to be alone, you know, and I don't want to roommate with somebody I don't know. I'm just not anybody that likes to be alone. I like to be around a lot of people. The thing is that for all these years, I've never, ever, once, not one time, not once, have I been able to have a barbecue with my family. Never been able to have any of my grandkids over, other than an hour or two, because there is just no space.
What my mom doesn't realize is that I've purchased her a house to live in, retire in, and finish out her days. I bought you this house now.
Is he joking?
So obviously it was super emotional with my mom today, because I know that I'm gonna find a place for her to live and live out her days, and she has no idea. And my mom's always been a simple person. We have not always had the greatest relationship. Obviously, she mentioned that she had made some poor decisions, and oftentimes at my consequence.
I didn't make the best decisions in life, believe me.
It's time in my life now that I bury that, try to find higher ground and bring our relationship back together. And it seems most importantly that my mom, she wants to be around her family. And my sister, she lives up in the Lakes region. I live up in the Lakes region. My mom can't drive. She's losing her eyesight. So now's the time to bring her full circle, bring her back to where it all started, so she can find some peace and happiness. And I'm just so excited knowing that she's going to be living in the best house that she's ever had in her life, and it's going to be a great story. It's always very humbling to know that you've worked hard enough to take care of your parents, and I'm excited to do this for her. I'm excited for my growth as a person that can forgive the past and look to the future. And I think it's going to be great for me and my family as well. Today is a big moment. I get to unveil to my mom that all my hard work has all come together, and I have a place for her to call home for the rest of her life. But before I do, I want to put it into perspective how my mom looks at things. So I took my mom to my office where I have her convinced that she will have to live in the basement. I mean, it's small, but...
Nothing wrong with that.
My mom was totally convinced that that would be an acceptable place for her to live. And it broke my heart inside because that tells me, really, how unselfish my mom is. I'm trying to give you something that works.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
Yeah.
Would that work for you?
Of course, I'm thankful for anything.
And it also reignites my excitement to show her her new home. In order to keep this a secret, I had to convince her that we were going to Jimmy Love's girlfriend's house.
Who lives here?
Jimmy Love's girlfriend.
Oh, is where Erica lives?
Yeah.
Erica!
That's how I got her to the house, and she had no idea what she was about to walk in on. Watch how funny it is to get Jimmy out of here.
I met him
Make sure we film for Jimmy. It's always fun to get Jimmy. One of the coolest things you can ever do when you have success is to one day buy a house for your mom.
That's not what I need. I don't need a whole house, honey. I just want to be near you guys. I want to be near my grandbabies. I want to be near. How you back where my roots are? Where you were born, getting old, and I'm not perfect.
Mom.
So that's all.
But I bought you this house.
That's church is fun.
No. Where we're at right now is your new house. I bought you this.
You what?
I bought you this house, Mom.
Is he joking?
What my mom doesn't realize is that I've purchased her a house to live in, retire in, and finish out her days. And she has no idea. One of the coolest things you can ever do when you have success is to one day buy a house for your mom. I bought you this house, Mom.
Is he joking? Are you joking? Are you kidding me?
Mom, this is your new home.
Are you kidding me?
Are you serious?
This can't be real, dog.
And you can live here as long as you want. Cheers. And you're across the street from me forever, so you're good.
That's really nice. Look at this.
I know. Beautiful kitchen, huh?
There's a dishwasher.
Beautiful bedroom, all new windows.
I'm in shock. This is.
You got a beautiful porch, all glass. You have a swing. You have the keys to your house. So take them.
These the keys to here.
Yeah, that's it. It's your house. You can move it when you want.
Thank you.
I knew my mom would be happy here. I knew she'd feel cared for, and this was a place that she could call home. But there was one more thing that we had to take care of.
So, kind of the untold story of all of this is the my dad factor.
I knew my mom didn't want to live alone, and as fate had it, Ryan's father was currently homeless, living in Boston.
My dad has been through unbelievable things in his life. He was homeless for a good portion of my life, I've been waiting to reconnect with my dad for the longest time, and I haven't really been able to find an avenue to do that. Without the help of Justin and without the timing of Jan wanting and needing a new place to stay, I don't think that I would have been able to reconnect with my dad.
So the idea came. These two could reunite after decades of being apart and growing up as friends for one final hurrah in a place that they could call home.
He just bought us a house to live forever.
Yeah, bud.
I really owe that to Justin for being able to help me facilitate my dad being back in my life. I have this tattoo on my arm. I got this a while ago. It's puzzle pieces. This is me and this is my dad. And it, to me, just basically symbolizes that that was kind of a missing puzzle piece to my life, and I wanted that piece to come back together, and I've been waiting for that to come back together.
Ryan's goal was to get you to come up here and live with, so you can be with him. Mom's goal was to be closer to us.
This is insane.
Now they're able to live together in a house that's right down the street from where Justin and I live.
Here's your bedroom. Hardwood floors.
All hardwood.
Absolutely. How the hell did you pull this off?
I bought it a couple weeks ago to surprise you guys.
Jan needed this more than anything. She needs to not feel alone. At this point in her life and the age that she's at, she needs to be able to connect with people that she loves and are familiar to her, and my dad and her grew up together.
I knew that my mom and Ryan's dad, Billy, would be perfect roommates. Now, all there is left to do is put a team together, head over to my mom's cottage, load up that thing for the last time, and move her into her new house.
Today's a big day. It is moving day for Jan, and we have the best moving company there is because we have gathered all of Jan's family and friends and all the people that she's wanted to be closer to for so long. Justin, Quinn, the kids, Jimmy Love, Davin, my dad, who's now gonna be living with her, and a bunch of friends who just wanted to help out. So we're all happy to be here together to help Jan move into her new place.
I am so overwhelmed that all of you guys are here. I had no idea. I thought maybe there was like a couple of strangers coming with a U-Haul. I didn't know anybody was gonna be here. It's like the first time like ever been with everybody. I am just over the moon. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. And I'm just overly emotional. I can't, that I'm going to my own place. And the best roommate ever. I'm a crazy lady.
What took you so long?
High five, we got a new home? You scared? You got a big place, you're gonna be able to run everything. Yes, you are. You're gonna run and play, you're gonna play ball. Yeah, we're not gonna live in 300 square feet anymore. That's including the attic, too.
All right, we're at the new house. You can see it behind me. We got Davin, our cameraman's helping, Maddie. We got Wendy, Jimmy Love, my dad. We're all just helping out, trying to get this place moved in. Got a nice cool breeze, not as hot as it was before. Let's do this, baby.
This will go down as the most special episode to me personally in Chaos and Kindness history. My mom and I had a very tumultuous relationship. It has not been easy. Decades of trials and tribulations. We don't always see eye to eye. We live very opposite lifestyles, but I've learned to forgive. If this is anything, it's a lesson in forgiveness. It's a lesson in empathy. And if there's anybody in the world I should help, it should be my mom, because without her, I wouldn't be here. I hope you at home are thinking about somebody in your life that you're holding judgment, negativity, and anger against. and you find forgiveness in your heart, because that will be such a rewarding feeling. Seeing my mom cry and feeling her hold me is a sensation and a feeling I will never forget. To me, it has made my journey almost complete. But there's one thing I want to be clear on. I didn't know if I had this within me. My mom is one of my biggest insecurities. I wasn't always proud of the woman that she was. I was oftentimes embarrassed to have her around. But for me, it's a big moment to know that I become man enough to put those emotions aside and remember that she's my mom. I'm her firstborn child, and she loves me more than anything. And to give her back this gift of life through the purchase of a home, through my hard work from a kid playing drums in a trailer park home to the Las Vegas stage, I know, Mom, you're proud of me. And for that, I'm thankful for your love and your support. And now you have a place to watch me on TV in the comforts of your own living room where nobody can take that away from you. So, Mom, I love you. And everyone out there watching, remember, in a world full of chaos, it's important that all of us continue to show our kindness.